not the community leader, not the commissioner, not the singer, the songwriter, but
It was a Sunday service unlike any other when Pastor Charles Jenkins collapsed mid-sermon, sending shockwaves through the church. One moment, he was passionately delivering his message. The next, he was on the floor, leaving the congregation in a state of panic and disbelief. The sanctuary, once filled with worship and energy, instantly transformed into a scene of chaos, with people screaming, praying, and rushing forward to help. Eyewitnesses described it as surreal, as though time itself had stopped. Trained medical personnel inside the church acted immediately, while others called 911 or fell to their knees in prayer. This moment marked a sudden and dramatic turn of destiny, highlighting the fragile line between public strength and private vulnerability, and showing how quickly life can change in an instant. The collapse and immediate response. As Pastor Jenkins's body gave way on the pulpit, the scene inside the church became chaotic. Congregants reacted in a mix of shock, fear, and desperation, while ushers tried to maintain some semblance of order. Trained personnel checked his pulse and attempted to stabilize him, while others frantically dialed emergency services. The transformation of the sanctuary from a place of joyful worship to one of tears and panic was swift and intense. Members clung to each other, some praying aloud, while the choir stood frozen, their music replaced by silence. Within minutes, paramedics arrived, taking over with professional urgency, but the emotional weight remained heavy. This immediate response underscored the vulnerability of even the strongest leaders, highlighting the unpredictable nature of health crises and the rapid way they can affect an entire community. The journey to the hospital. Once paramedics stabilized Pastor Jenkins enough to transport him, the congregation followed in a mix of sorrow and prayer. Outside, flashing lights painted the streets, casting a dramatic scene as church members held hands, formed prayer circles, and pleaded for his recovery. The shift from a lively service to a tense emergency emphasized the fragility of life and the emotional ties between a pastor and his congregation. As he was rushed to the ICU, church members and family alike were filled with fear and uncertainty. The immediate concern became his survival, but questions about the underlying cause of the collapse began to emerge. His journey to the hospital marked the beginning of a broader conversation about health, stress, and the hidden toll of ministry responsibilities. Questions and speculations. As Pastor Jenkins remained in critical condition, speculation grew both inside and outside the hospital. Congregants and social media users wondered whether exhaustion, stress, or underlying health issues were responsible. Rumors spread rapidly, fueled by limited information from medical staff, intensifying public concern. People demanded transparency, yet the family and doctors chose careful updates, highlighting the tension between privacy and public curiosity. The uncertainty created emotional turbulence for both the congregation and followers nationwide, with prayers and concerns merging with unanswered questions. This period underscored the pressure public figures face when personal crises intersect with public attention, demonstrating how quickly concern can morph into controversy when information is scarce and the stakes are high. Faith and social media quickly became both a platform for support and a space for speculation. Videos of the collapse circulated, hashtags like #PrayForJenkins trended, and followers from around the country shared prayers, encouragement, and advice. While messages of love and solidarity dominated, rumors about possible health or emotional struggles also circulated. The church had to balance encouraging collective prayer with managing misinformation. This duality illustrated the double-edged sword of modern connectivity, where compassion and curiosity intermingle, sometimes amplifying anxiety. Pastor Jenkins' situation became a national conversation, showing how social media magnifies events and intensifies public engagement, while simultaneously challenging privacy and creating an environment of mixed emotions and intense scrutiny. National attention and community support. By the following day, support poured in from the broader gospel community. Fellow pastors, gospel artists, and even celebrities publicly shared messages of encouragement, describing Jenkins as a mentor, friend, and servant of God. Outside his church, members gathered in candle-lit vigils, singing and praying through the night. Families united in hope, holding on to faith that he would recover and return to the pulpit. The communal response highlighted the depth of connection and influence Jenkins had cultivated over decades. This nationwide outpouring of love and prayer reflected the power of shared faith, demonstrating that moments of crisis can unite communities and inspire collective hope, showing that leadership impact extends far beyond immediate surroundings. Balancing faith and inquiry. Alongside support, conversations emerged questioning why the church was not more transparent and whether hidden pressures or personal struggles contributed to the collapse. Social media debates examined ministry expectations, highlighting the risks of overburdening leaders. Insider revelations about his prior signs of exhaustion prompted reflection on how congregations and leadership structures distribute responsibility. The incident spurred a broader conversation about the sustainability of pastoral work, underscoring that spiritual leadership, while inspiring, can carry heavy physical and emotional costs. The discussion emphasized the need for churches to prioritize self-care for their leaders and foster cultures that allow rest and recovery, balancing devotion with practical health considerations. Planning for recovery and continuity hospital recommendations indicated Pastor Jenkins would require significant rest to recover fully. Church leadership faced the challenge of planning for continuity, considering temporary replacements and ensuring the congregation's spiritual needs were met. Private discussions explored succession plans and strategies to maintain ministry momentum during his absence. These measures emphasized the practical implications of sudden health crises in leadership roles. While the congregation's emotional attachment made the idea of worship without him daunting, planning became necessary. The situation demonstrated how health emergencies force organizations to confront vulnerabilities and highlighted the importance of foresight, support systems, and shared responsibility in sustaining ministries through unexpected challenges. A moment of connection. Despite his weakened state, Pastor Jenkins briefly opened his eyes and whispered words of love for the congregation. This moment resonated deeply with those present, providing hope and reaffirming his enduring commitment to his flock. It served as a reminder of the intimate bond between leader and community, showing that even in vulnerability, leadership can inspire and comfort. Family, staff, and congregants drew strength from this gesture, emphasizing that emotional and spiritual connection often carries as much weight as physical recovery. It reinforced the power of personal presence and love, illustrating that leadership impact transcends the ability to perform tasks and lies in fostering enduring relationships and trust. Lessons in leadership and resilience. Pastor Jenkins' collapse became more than a health emergency. It sparked reflection on leadership, human limits, and the pressures of ministry. Discussions arose about sharing responsibilities, valuing rest, and recognizing that even strong leaders need support. His experience highlighted the importance of community, preparation, and balance in sustaining long-term service. Congregants, leaders, and the broader gospel community were reminded that spiritual dedication should coexist with self-care, empathy, and practical support structures. This event underscored resilience not only in recovery but also in how communities respond to crises, blending faith, responsibility, and shared concern for the well-being of those who serve selflessly. A lasting impact. The story of Pastor Charles Jenkins' collapse will leave a lasting mark on his church and the broader gospel community. It became a symbol of the hidden challenges leaders face, the weight of responsibility, and the power of collective prayer and support. Beyond health, it sparked national conversations about ministry pressures, personal boundaries, and sustainable leadership. While his path to full recovery remained uncertain, the incident reinforced the importance of empathy, community, and preparation in spiritual environments. His journey transformed a moment of crisis into a lesson in resilience, leadership, and faith, reminding everyone that even the strongest can need help and that communities thrive when care and responsibility are shared.